Nicole's Nails. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, hi, I'm Nicole. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. So today's video is for the newest collection from Bees Knees Lacquer. This is an 8-piece collection inspired by The Witcher. If you are new to the brand, Bees Knees Lacquer is a US-based indie brand. Their polishes are in 15 ml bottles. They have a beautiful paddle brush. The polishes are fib-free, cruelty-free, and vegan-friendly. This collection launches for pre-order on the 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The pre-order window closes on January 31st. All of the sale information will be down in the description box along with links. This collection will also be available on Bees Knees stockist pages, which I will have linked down below as per usual. Also down in the description box you will find the Bees Knees Lacquer website, social media pages, my social media pages, a link to my blog post with all of my swatch photos, and also timestamps are down there as well. Just a heads up, I was sent some of the mystery polishes that are going along with this release. I have 5 mystery polishes that will be available, so I'm gonna put the spoilers for the mystery polishes at the end of this video after I go over my favorites, just so that anyone who doesn't want to get spoiled basically won't. And also, just a heads up, one of the polishes in this release does have some profanity in it. As always, I will bleep out any curses, but if you are sensitive to F-bombs, just heads up there. Alright, so let's just get into this video. That was enough chitter chatter. First up, we have the Lion Cub of Cintra. This polish is described as being an aqua to cobalt shimmer polish with a deep blue light reflective glitter. It's priced at $13. The Lion Cub of Cintra had a fantastic jelly formula. I found the glitter in here spread out very evenly and easily. I also found that it did not dry down nearly as texture as some of the other reflective glitter polishes that I've tried. I did still pair it with a glitter smoothing top coat just to make sure that I got the smoothest finish possible, but I don't know if that is 100% necessary. The shimmer effect in here was very strong. In person, I was seeing an aqua to cobalt to purple color shift, and I did not see any brush strokes in that shimmer. Since this one is in a jelly-like base, you will want to build it up for the most opacity. You could also pair this one with a creme polish, or even a linear holographic would be really cool for more opacity. I found in 3 coats I had like 90% opacity. I could still see my visible nail line pretty easily. The light reflective glitters in here are very bright and very beautiful. I thought they were very gorgeous. For the easiest removal on this polish, I would recommend soaking it off or pairing it with a peel-off base coat. I soaked this polish off with no issues. Next up is It Is What I'm Owed. This polish is described as a light turquoise base full of an icy silver to blue shimmer. It's priced at $13. It Is What I'm Owed had a really great formula. Base did not feel really thick or thin and no application issues. So I found in person that this one was pulling more of a green toned turquoise. My camera's viewfinder, it was looking very blue toned. I feel like in the end it's coming out very true to color, but this one was really just tricky to just photograph and to record. Like it was a lot. And like the shimmer did not make it any easier because that shimmer was very strong. So I feel like the blue color shift was also making it pull more blue at certain angles. Anyway, so this one is going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your nail length. I used 3 coats, but I had just a tiny amount of visible nail line on the clear part of my nail. For personal wear, I would definitely just wear this one in 2 coats. And also just to note, there were some very slight brush strokes for the shimmer, but you really have to search for it once the polish is dry. Next up, we have Pure Chaos. This polish is described as a deep violet base with a glowy pink iridescent flake. It's priced at $12.50. Pure Chaos had a wonderful jelly formula. It starts off a little bit sheer, but it applied very evenly and built up very nicely. The flakes in here all spread out very evenly and easily without giving off any texture, and they really pop from that base. The base color on this polish reminded me a little bit of the Unseelie King from last year's Fever release, but the Unseelie King was just a tiny bit darker. This polish is extremely pigmented. The brand does warn this polish could potentially cause some staining. I did not personally experience any staining on my natural nail or on my hard gel, but I feel like I did have just a tiny bit towards the tips of my nail, but like it was pretty minimal and it was only in the part of my nail that I had just filed. So I had a teeny tiny amount of visible nail line. I don't think it'll be super noticeable on natural nails, but it was a little bit more obvious because my nails are clear. So I think this one is going to be a solid 3-coater, or you could pair it with another polish as a topper. It looks fantastic mattified. Next up we have Kikimora, and this is described as being a deep olive base with a green to blue unicorn pea sibling shimmer. It's priced at $16. Kikimora had a really great jelly formula. As you can see here, it does start off pretty sheer, a little funny in color, kind of pea soupy at first, but it does build up to be a really nice deep olive. I dare say it is almost a bit of a pruggly polish. So I did have some pretty obvious visible nail line even after 3 coats. I will also have a swatch of this one in 2 coats over the Bee's Knees Polish Mutants in Ash Undies. Because this one is so sheer, you could pretty much pair it over a variety of base colors to get more opacity. Personally, I don't mind polishes that are sheer like this. I think it looks really cool, and the shimmer effect looks extra strong in like a more sheer base. I was seeing a very strong green to blue color shift in person. Nothing in here will dry down textured or be difficult to remove. You will want top coat for an extra glossy finish, and I did not experience any staining. This next polish is called Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. It is described as being a black polish with a gold to green to blue shifting shimmer. It's priced at $13.50. It took every ounce of willpower that I have not to sing that, just so you all know. I saved your eardrums. So this one had a really great formula, and it was also extremely opaque, as you are seeing here. This one, if you go in for a thicker coat and have shorter nails, this will be a 1-coater on you. On me, it was a 2-coater. So the shimmer in here is very strong and color shifty, and I was not seeing any brush strokes, and I was seeing all of the described colors. This polish also does dry down a little bit dull, so you will want top coat for a glossy finish. This next polish is called It is described as being a black to red multi-chrome base full of a light reflective glitter. It's priced at $13. This polish starts off fairly sheer, but it does have a fantastic formula. I found that multi-chrome base was very color shifty. On the first coat, I was kind of unsure, but like, again, it builds up really well. You will see that black to red to orange / gold color shift in that one. I found for the reflective glitters in here are pretty interesting. So in the bottle, I can definitely see that they are blue. In person and on my nail, I'm seeing like blue and silver. I found that I get like a really nice sparkle on the nail from those reflective glitters. And then when I pulled out my phone's flashlight, it was more intense. This is essentially how these kind of polishes work. So what you're seeing here is the polish under some diffused lighting. Up next, I'm going to show you all what it looks like when I use my phone's flashlight. So here you're seeing, look, there's the blue. So that blue definitely comes out more when you're under like a very direct light. But the first part of the video that I showed, this moving around, that is going to be more like what you will see on your nail in person. So I swatched this one in 3 coats. I did pair it with a glitter smoothing top coat as the reflective glitters do dry down just a little bit textured. Removal will not be overly difficult, but I would recommend soaking it off or pairing it with a peel off base coat for the easiest removal possible. Next up, we have She Is Your Destiny. This one is described as being a blue to black to purple multi-chrome base. It is priced at $13.50. She Is Your Destiny had a really great formula. It did start off fairly sheer, but it does build up for full opacity very nicely. So the base did not feel overly thick or thin, and I had 0 application issues. In person, I was seeing the colors as described, and I also was seeing like a hint of red at very extreme angles. So like I mentioned, it started off sheer. I think it'll be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own nail length. I am showing it here in 3 coats, but if my nails were a little bit shorter, this would definitely be a 2 coater. So this multi-chrome base is a little bit on the dark side. Like if I hadn't had the description in front of me, I would have thought this was like a black or a very dark blue base that shifted to like a purple to a red at extreme angles. No issues on removal, no brush strokes, no staining, just absolutely gorgeous. Next up, we have the Law of Surprise. This polish is described as being a rich cobalt with an aqua to blue shimmer. It's priced at $13. this color was right up my alley. This one is like a bright, fun, super fun polish. So there are a few brush strokes when the polish is wet. I feel like my camera was picking up a few brush strokes when it was dry, but my eye in person wasn't really seeing any. The color shift on here is going to be a little bit more subtle because the base is like a blue and then the shimmer has like a bright aqua-ish color to like a blue. It's more subtle. It looks slightly metallic in person, but it is just freaking gorgeous. I think this one will also be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your own nail length and personal preference. Nothing in here will dry down textured or be difficult to remove. I did not experience any staining. You will want top coat for a glossy finish. So Bees Knees Lacquer will also have a couple of Facebook group customs available this month. Again, information down in the description box. So the group customs for January are actually already available. They are going to be available till the end of the month. In order to purchase those group customs, you do need to be a member of each of the Facebook groups. Links down in the description box. So this first polish is called Opposites Attract. This is the group custom for the Precious Pearls, Metals, and Magnetics group over on Facebook. The description for this one is a magnetic holographic with a gold reflective glitter. It's priced at $13.50. Opposites Attract had a really great formula. The base did not feel overly thick or thin, and I had zero application issues. As you saw, it did start off fairly sheer, but it does build up for full opacity in 2 coats. So my live swatch, I'm actually showing this one in 3 coats. The reason for that is because I originally was going to magnetize this nail for the live swatch, and then I changed my mind. So that's why you're seeing 3 coats. On my other nails, it was opaque in 2 coats, and then I magnetized the 3rd coat with a ring magnet that I reviewed a few months back. I found this one magnetized very easily for me. It was extremely holographic, extremely sparkly from the reflective glitters, and I also found that when I was seeing the reflective glitters, it was definitely looking kind of greenish to me. I found in person that the base on this one seemed just like a little bit of like a sagey green type of shade. It was really cool. Due to the glitters, this one will dry down just slightly textured, so I did pair it with a glitter smoothing top coat. Removal will be on the more difficult side due to all of those glitters. The second group custom is for the Shades of Cyan group, and this one is described as being a darker cyan linear holographic with a scattering of iridescent flakes. It's priced at $13.50. Slate had a really great formula. I was really surprised at just how opaque this polish was. I think shorter nails will likely be good in 1 coat. I'm going to be showing this one in 2 coats, however. Along with being extremely opaque, it was also extremely holographic. My usual filming lighting is not always great for holo, and this one still was just like, bam, holographic. So the flakies in here all spread out very evenly and easily without giving off any texture. You will still want top coat for a glossy finish, as this one does dry down pretty dull. It will not be overly difficult, but the flakies will make this just a tiny bit messy. Alrighty, and so that is everything. So my favorite this month, I feel like every time I swatch a polish that has a curse word in it, it ends up being my favorite polish. I don't know what's up with that, but that's what happens. So my favorite this month is going to be So if you did not know already, black to red multichromes are some of my favorite polishes in the entire world, and a black to red multichrome paired with like reflective pigment, it did everything that I wanted in a polish. This was absolutely perfect. I really love this one. I do want to give a heads up about reflective polishes. I showed in my video a couple of different lightings and how to see the reflective pigment the best, you're gonna want like a very direct light. I find that footage taken with phones in particular are gonna, look, I find pictures of reflective polishes taken using like your phone's flash are going to give you like a super, you're going to see every single like particle of that reflective pigment that your eyes just do not pick up in real life. I really wish I had swatched this one during the day so I could have shown you all like how it looked in like natural lighting. It's super sparkly, super beautiful, absolutely gorgeous in like every type of lighting. What your eye is going to pick up is going to be like a super, just like a very sparkly polish. You're not going to see, unless you've got like your camera's flash going, you're not going to see every single reflective particle at that same time. But like, I do find with these that you just get such a beautiful sparkle, and the sparkle looks different than like a normal glitter. So sorry, that was enough of that. So yeah, this was going to be my favorite polish from this collection. And for the mystery polishes, I'm gonna put them up next, but for the mystery polishes, my favorite is going to be You Need a Nap. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but the shimmer effect in there just looks absolutely gorgeous. I just love that one. So that one's going to be my favorite from the mysteries. So this collection launches on January 28th at 7 p.m. on the Bee's Knees Lacquer website. It will also be available on Girly Bits, and I think it's going to be up on Rainbow Connection. But Bee's Knees also does ship internationally if you want to shop on the website. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not yet already, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit subscribe. I feel, well, my channel is turning 1 this month, so I guess I can't say it's a new channel, but it's new-ish. So subscribe if you like hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. I would love to know what everyone is planning on picking up from this release. So yeah, I will just talk to you all in the next video. Bye!
I was looking like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure about myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. Had my mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you. You were making me